Hello, welcome to today's live readings. Just take a look right here. If you see a red dot, that means that I am live. If you see that the red dot is not there, it means that you're watching the recording of the video, because sometimes people message me after the live stream has ended and they ask why I didn't handle their comments or do any reading for them. I try to do as many as I can, but there's so many people that join onto this feed. It's a bit difficult for me to handle every person. So you are more than welcome to share this video, and I'd appreciate it if you could reach out to my business page if you require a private reading. My private readings are charged. Alright, so I'll wait for a few more people to join me. Hello Kavita, welcome. Hi Rose. I know it's quite early in the US, so I don't think that we're going to have as many people from the US joining us. But I'll give it a few minutes and I'll see. It's a bit early on a Saturday, right? Hello Ruchi. Hi Emily, hello Kathy. I'm fine, thanks Emily. Hi Clarissa. Hello Sai. Hi Maikita. Rose, I don't do tarot cards, I do only clairvoyant readings. Alicia, hi. Kathy, yes, it's almost midnight, Kathy. Today was a work day, and last night was, we had a party for one of my friends, so I slept just 3 hours the night before. So I do look a little tired. I am actually tired. Most of the times I do live readings, I do it quite late at night so that I could reach out to different people at different times. Thank you, Emily. Alicia, alright, sure. Hello, Melinda. It's not actually morning here, guys. It's actually midnight. Like, completely dark, midnight. Actually, I think it's past midnight now. It's almost in the early parts of the morning. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you. Hi, Emma. Alright, so I'll start doing a few readings now that we've got a few more people on. I ask you to please share this live stream if you can. I'd really appreciate it if you could share it onto your page, because I am looking to expand on my readings and reach out to a larger group of people. So if you can share my readings, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Emma. Alright, so if you require a reading, please post a request. If you just say hi, then I assume that you don't want, you're just greeting me. Alright, so the first name that I see now, I'll start doing readings for. Amy, you're sharing my video, so I will do reading for you first, Amy. Amy Bonnie. Amy, because I do simultaneous healing as well, what I'm going to share for you is something that is both healing and it's a reading. I can see that there's a lot of liquid that could start filling into the lungs as a result of a cold or some sort of infection over the next month or so. So I'm going to start sending healing for that it should not manifest on the physical plane. Also take care of your lungs over the next few days. I do pick up quite a lot of stuff. So usually when I do a free reading, I just pick up the first or whatever comes out most prominently and I share that. And of course, in the private readings, I read everything from your body to your aura to your home environment, um, your love life, career, money, and so on. Kavita, you asking for a reading. I think my reading would be the same as what I mentioned to you the last time. So if you keep doing that exercise, it will help you quite a lot. Suzanne, thank you for sharing. So Suzanne, because you've shared for this video, I will do a reading for you next. Suzanne, what I pick up for you is a certain degree of fear that is held within the womb about how much you will be able to manifest materially over the next few months, especially, and what your future holds in terms of financial stability. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send healing for you right now, and I would request that you join the healing session that I'm doing tomorrow for healing the body and picking up blockages that is keeping wealth from you. This is a free live stream for anybody who would like to join. I'm doing that reading tomorrow, and you can check out my page for details. Okay, Suzanne, I've done a reading for you, and I've sent a healing for you as well. Christina, it froze, I'm not sure. Oh, Kalinia, alright, I guess maybe this page's settings doesn't allow sharing. Kavita, you said you'll start from Monday. You should have started already, dear. Okay, Maikida, I will do a reading for you next, Maikida Yancy. Maikida, I see that this is the time in your life when expressing yourself, especially because the throat chakra is so active at this time, where expressing yourself through music and singing can help quite a lot. On a more material level, you need to not internalize anger that you feel. If you feel that you need to speak out, then you should know that you are justified in speaking out, because you shouldn't hold in the energy or the frustration that you feel. If you feel you need to speak out to people and you need to, how should I say, tell them off because they need it, then you should know that it's perfectly okay. Also, choose your battles wisely. If you see that there are some people who are never going to learn, but it's not really you feel that your energy can't really help solve the situation, then you can let it pass and let the people who are currently connected to them deal with them, because I can see that certain people do annoy you and you have to hold back quite a lot of what you say. Suzanne, may I have a reading, please? Okay, sure, Suzanne. Suzanne, what I see is that in your aura there is a lot of energy drainages, and the energy is not clean, if I can put it that way. The Around the shoulders and the upper arms, there's a lot of um, little blockages, so to speak, of people who are drawing off your energy quite a lot. So I would suggest for you, what you do is, as I often say, for anything that's related to the aura, a saltwater scrub is absolutely perfect, because it does cleanse the aura of most of the things that is wrong with it. But in terms of that, how many people are you reaching out to, and how many people are you being the nurturing one for? Sometimes you need to choose who you are giving so much of energy to, because if you find that your attention is focused a lot on them, it's not always going to be a good thing for you. You can follow me, and then you will see when I am live, and you can join me for those live streams that I'm doing in future. Linda, Linda Matz, I will do a reading for you now. Linda Matz. Linda, I see that you are holding in a lot of old grief regarding past love, and even past pains regarding fights that you've had in the relationships. You need to actually search within, because sometimes when you hold emotion for so long, it sort of becomes a default, and you start feeling that emotion out of habit. I'm not saying that there isn't a reason why you feel that emotion. I'm not saying that originally that it was not justified, but I am saying that if you continuously focus on one emotion, eventually it does start to become a habit. So just watch your internal dialogue quite a lot, so that the anger that you feel doesn't manifest uh, as something of any physical health problems. All right. Let's do. Hello, everybody that joined me. Thank you for greeting, and I'm sorry if I missed your message while I was doing the reading with my eyes closed. Kylie, I'll do a reading for you. Kylie, something that you should be aware of is that if you reflect so deeply on problems that you start feeling a physical sensation in your physical heart, then you need to be aware that you are not focusing or putting your energy into anything that's good. If you can feel any physical pain in the body, or if you can feel like physical sensation and the physical heartbeat starts to change, then you need to pay attention to your body and start learning how to breathe deep and think a little slower and clearer. Sometimes the best rest can be found, the best solution can be found on the pillow, because if you have a good rest and a good sleep, then you will find that your thinking is a lot clearer the next day. Hi, Nadia. If you are not aware of that, Kylie, then you need to start paying attention, because maybe you haven't noticed that this is happening, but I can see that it is starting to happen. Collier Yvette, you broke up with your boyfriend. Do you think it's best for you? Collier, I see that you do expect a lot from a relationship in terms of what the person needs to represent, but you also become emotionally unavailable at times. So it's hard for the person to pay back or to satisfy and give you what you want. So I would suggest that for any future relationship, you keep that in mind. In terms of the relationship, was it good for you? Personally, I see that there were problems in the relationship, so probably time alone is good for you, but whether the actual breakup is good for you, I personally don't think so, from what I can see. The person was good, but the problems that came about also was a manifestation of the issues that were brought into the relationship, and also because he is not as high frequency as you are. Hello, Mariana. Hello to your little boy. Hello, everybody that has joined me. I know it's very early in the US for you, and I think in Europe now it would be in the early parts of the evening. Suan, I will do a reading for you. Suan, I'm going to send healing to the front of the chest and to the area at the base of the rib cage. Alright, so and something that I did see for you is that keep a very low fat diet and do a lot of exercise as far as possible. Kalia, what I mean by high frequency is that you have already found certain things that he has yet to discover in life, and also when it comes to your boyfriend, he is still searching spiritually for any sort um, of peace and clarity, whereas you are a lot more clear about what you want and don't want. Hello, Kylie. Marianne, hi. Uh, Annette, I will. Oh, okay. Hello, Annette. Hello. Annette said hello from Australia. Mm, if you have a serious problem, you can post a request for a reading. But I would also request that you don't post a request if you don't actually have any problems. You don't have to tell me about the problems that you're having. I will pick it up myself and I will just tell you what I see and send the healing for you. And if it's something that's not going to help you, then I will just send healing. If hearing the solution or hearing the problem is just going to be embarrassing or not going to help you. Marianne, can you have a reading? The first thing I see, Marianne, is that you need to light white candles on behalf of your ancestors to light their path and to request them to return to the light. That will solve a lot of the problems that you have in your life, and it will help you to feel lighter and on a higher frequency as well. Shira Miller, Shira Miller. Shira, one thing that I do see for you is that you need to start moving out of the place that you are physically living in now and start having places where you hang out regularly and a friends group in another area. Uh, you also need to start looking at blogs and the like where you can reach out to people who have similar problems as you. One thing that you should never consider though is suicide, and don't play with that idea because I can see sometimes the idea enters subconsciously into your mind even if you are not actively concentrating on it. You are welcome, Marian. Alright, let me see who is here. Gurup's Kaur. Okay, I will do a reading for you. Gurpreet, start looking at natural supplements that or some sort of juice that you can take at home that will start replenishing the kidneys and things that will help with long-term dehydration because uh, continuous stress and even dealing with problems that never seem to leave you and um, pressure from family and the like, it does have an effect on the body and it lasts for a very long time. So I'm not going to reveal too much here because I don't see that revealing it is going to help you, but this is a solution that you can find. Also, if you start any sort of business or start offering services for cash, it will help quite a lot in terms of getting more and more financial prosperity, and that will help you feel a bit more empowered. All right, Michael, I will do a reading for you, Michael Kerrigan. Michael, I see that you need to update the virus definitions on your computer. I see that you're going to have a problem with crashed technology. And I do also see the need for career change, maybe even looking at another company as well, because I see that technology that is personal is going to start giving you a problem, or technology that you are using on your personal level, not really at work, is going to give you a problem, and that it's also time for you to consider or reach out to companies that could offer better solutions for you. Raquel, I will do a reading for you next. Raquel Alcober. Raquel, if you have any sense of guilt regarding the extent to which your mother nags you, or the extent to which your mother's energy is a drain on your aura, then you need to not feel guilty about that. Um, what you could do is a little bit of energy work involving breathing and deep thinking about what you actually desire and how you can create it. So start creating action plans about how you can make yourself more empowered. Please, guys, follow me and you can reach out to me for a request for a private reading. My private readings are charged and they will cover every aspect of your life, and I don't ask for any information. I will do the reading of my intuition alone. Right, guys. Elaine Hirayosa, I will do a reading for you next. I'm just checking in case any of the people who I've done readings for have commented. Okay, Elaine, I will start doing a reading for you next. Elaine, what I see is a lot of self-criticism that you have, that you sort of like repeat in your mind, in your own voice, or even in other people's voices, but it didn't come from you. The self-criticism originally came from other people, judged you, and maybe even judged you without any knowledge of who you are, but just looking at on the very superficial level. So if you would like to rise above that, you need to change your for the focus of your thoughts, so that you are not thinking of people like this and you are not on their level. Start thinking a little higher and start getting in, rediscover a love for something more imaginative in terms of books, philosophical books, or even just books that use creativity and imagination, because it will help you quite a lot. Alicia Mohammed, you've requested a reading quite a few times. I'll do one for you now. Alicia Mohammed, you need to take care of your nose. Lubricate the inside of your nose to prevent recurring infections and bleeding. One thing that you can also do is start doing something to make you not feel under so much of scrutiny from other people, because I can see that that kind of low grade pressure or high grade pressure, but over a continuous period, has made you very susceptible to other people's thoughts. So, again, infection by evil eye and the like. Brandel Reynolds. Alright, Brandon, I will give you a reading next. Brandon, two things that I pick up for you is that there's again a lot of energy blockages around the eyes and around the base of the spine. So I see that the amount of finances that you would like to manifest doesn't manifest, and also in terms of one's mobility, like car and transport, again, there's dissatisfaction there. In terms of The eyes is that you lack a very solid vision and a continuous vision that's stable about what you want for the future. So it's very difficult for your energy to manifest something if you keep changing your mind all the time. Rather have one idea or one plan and then start moving it forward from there. Shannon Sullivan, I will do a reading for you now. Shannon, one thing I see is that this physical distance that separates you and the people around you, and it's impacting on you because your thoughts and your energy is continuously flowing to them, and not quite as much is flowing towards you. And the reason why it doesn't flow towards you is because you also don't have the desire, the real deep desire and permission that you've given to yourself that you can manifest this love and receiving love and not just giving love all the time. So, if one thing that you can do is you can start telling yourself that love is a reward for what you give out, and if you are giving love, you have a right to receive love from family as well. And loved ones. You are welcome, Brandon. Maria, I do not do card readings. This is only on my intuition and my clairvoyance. You are more than welcome, Alicia Ahmed. Kylie, can you have a reading? I will do a reading for you now, Kylie. Right, so I'm just Kylie Tipper. I will do a reading for you now. Kylie, is that really your name and your family name or your surname, depending on where you are? Kylie, I see you have a lot of concern, and this is the first thing that I pick up. So it usually when I'm doing the free readings, I pick up the most whatever the universe is really screaming out for you to listen to. So what I pick up for you is that there's a lot of curiosity about um, your birth and what happened around that time and even before the birth and the like. And I see that there's not enough focus on the present moment and the issues that are surrounding you now. So, whatever chapters those are in your life, I'm not saying ignore it, but what I am saying is that you needn't devote all of your energy to the past and handling the past. Start dealing with the present issues that have manifested now around you. Rose, Rose, you said you need a reading. Rose, if the person you are romantically involved with or the person that you are in a relationship with, if that person has got a lot of energies that connect to departed beings and the like, because they are not on a high spiritual level where those departed ones would not be attracted to communicating with them, because when a person passes on, their vibration is a lot lower than that of the living person most of the time, if they hang around especially. So if you are in a relationship where the person is on that level, you need to understand that it's not always your duty to change the other person. What you can do is realize that this person is in your life, but it's not like you have one life. Rather, it's two intertwined lives. Because I see that this continuous mixing of psychic energies manifest a lot of problems into your life. So what I would suggest that you do is that you vocatively, you need to actually say it out. Thank you for coming into my life, but I need to have my energy and you need to have your energy. And right now I'm giving the universe my permission to allow our energies to run side by side but not interlink all the time. Guys, if you've missed the readings because what I'm saying is freezing, please, you can save the video afterwards and you can watch it again there. Hazel, Hazel Carey. Hazel, if you release a person that has always desired to be with other people, you can find somebody better than that. Sometimes when you have been with one person in a relationship for so long, you assume that nobody else could ever desire you and this person is the most perfect in your life. I need to ask you, how many years before you met this person were you alone and actually surviving? You were not dying before this person came into your life. Besides which, the father of your child is not going to be with you forever and ever anyway, even if he comes back. So you need to consider releasing and finding somebody that you can be with. But first, you need to gain a little bit of confidence as well and start healing yourself emotionally. If you are clairvoyant, you can watch my course that is available for free on my business page on how to be clairvoyant, and that's the beginner's course. It's available for free on my business page, which is Akashic Guidance and Healing. So if you like me, you will see that the business page is linked there. What you can also do is you can sign up for the paid course, which is the advanced psychic course, and it's completely different to the free course, because the free course is very simple and it's got a lot of theory in it. The paid course is a lot has a lot more ritual and the like that you can do to manifest. I also have a course where you can use psychic powers to bring you wealth, and that is a wealth course. So you can manifest great quantities of wealth and everything that you desire using certain tantric rituals, and that is a course that I teach as well. And you can find that course on my business page and sign up for it. That course is a paid course. Kylie, thank you so much for giving your feedback. You said that's just how I've been thinking. Annette, do I pick up any messages for you? Annette, I see that you request quite a lot in terms of requesting, but you have the subconscious idea that you're not going to ever receive. I can see that you continuously reach out, but it shouldn't come from a place that you feel is like hollow, and without the people giving you their love and attention, you can't justify yourself or you can't lift yourself up. You need to do things that can build your confidence up, even if it's guided meditation or self help and soft psychology, that exercise that you can do by yourself, so that you can start to feel a bit more confident without having somebody else request, or sorry, without you looking for other people's approval all the time. Wow, I have so many messages. It's just flying up the screen so fast, it's hard for me to really read. Suzanne Palmer, I will do a quick reading for you. Suzanne, if you are using anything that in your home that has been used by another person's child and that has been passed to you, you need to clear the energy of that. You can look on the internet for simple things using salt and the like, because your child's energy shouldn't be affected by other people's energies. Anything that is in your home that has been used by others needs to be cleansed. Other things that you can do is make sure that you take every precaution to prevent infection from your partner. I want to reveal more than that on this live stream. And in general, just any form of infection. Tony King, you're saying that you are suffering, that you are suicidal. If you are drinking anything, you need to quit that habit as well, because sometimes the food and the drink that you have can have such a great influence on your behavior that it can actually change the way um, that you think and you function. Also, if you have so much of energy and so much of time and you only dedicate it to one thing and you never change the routine on a day-to-day level, then yes, you will keep manifesting the like in your life, and you will keep feeling the same thing, Tony King. So what you need to do is be a little firm. little, and to start not hanging out in the same place all the time. Thoughts have a habit, or have a way of forming a habit. Sometimes one issue happens, and every other issue that happens after that is seen in the same light as the issue that you haven't dealt with. Sometimes the best thing that you can do is, I'm not saying forget past issues, I know it's hard, but how much of effort are you willing to put into that and moving forward? Tony King, the main thing that I would recommend for you is that you need to start looking a little forward in your life and changing your day to day routines. Do not drink, pay very close attention to the chemicals in what you drink, because I can see that if you stick to a purer liquid diet, what I'm not saying only liquids, but the liquids that you are drinking, there is something that is affecting the chemicals in your mind as well, and your thoughts have formed a pattern, which is why you start feeling the way that you do. Guys, if you require a more in-depth reading on every single part of your life, then you are more than welcome to reach out to me for a private reading. Vicky Garrido, let me do a reading for you. Vicky, one thing I see for you is that you tend to take on other people's problems on yourself, and then you feel overloaded. You also get taken advantage of because people assume you like troubleshooting. So if other people can deal with their problems, let them deal with it. Susan, I see that you are sending aggravated faces. You need to please be patient. I can't deal with everybody. I have received quite a few strange messages from people after my last reading. Why I ignored them. Guys, I'm not ignoring anybody. It's not personal. There's just lots and lots of people that are sending messages, and it scrolls up really so fast I can't even read it because I'm using mobile and I only have a little bit of space to read the messages, and it starts moving up. Vicky, thank you so much for your feedback that I'm on point. Tony King, you need to take action as soon as possible, starting with moving from the space that you are in right now. If you allow whatever to happen as it happens rather than making effort, then you're going to have these problems. Susan, anger and frustration from your job, bringing it home only multiplies and doubles it because your home is like a nest. So whatever issues that you deal with in your life outside, keep it outside and keep your home environment positive, and you will find that things start to look better for you, and you are able to deal with your issues better. Christine, thank you so much. Guys, I've got a lot of positive criticism as well. And people have written to me and thanked me, and some people are a little embarrassed with what I reveal, but I think you should know that I'm not one that will easily hide what I feel. So if I do see something for you and you request a reading, please be aware that I'm not. I will try to not reveal anything that is not going to be useful for you to hear on a live stream, but I will definitely pick up whatever I need to and say it to you. Hallie, Hallie, I will do a reading for you. Hallie, if you are dealing with any issues regarding some sort of uh, domination or abuse, and you find that people don't treat you right and that they bully you and the like, look at who the people who are victimizing you respects and start dropping hints to people that are around them, and you'll see that they'll start changing their behavior very, very quickly to avoid embarrassment. This is the weakness that I see in the people that are harming you. Francis, Francis, if you're extremely prone to infections and to illnesses and you continuously picking up what other people have around you, one thing that I would suggest very strongly is that you keep the linen that you sleep on extremely clean. I know that you have other issues, but I'm telling you what the universe wants you to hear, and that is really it's trying to scream out to you. So keep it washed in disinfectant all the time, because when you detox, I see that the same sort of illnesses and the like breed on your linen, and it infects again at a later stage. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Emma. If I missed your request for a reading, you can just send it to me again. Deborah, you asked a question about your husband. I'd like to ask you the same question. Do you love yourself? And secondly, if your husband can take you for granted and not give you the love, respect, and fidelity that you require, are you confident enough to leave him and take what you need to support yourself? Or do you feel that you can never manifest as much as you like? You see, with some people, if they are afraid of losing you, they will start to respect you a lot more. Of course, this isn't the ideal in a relationship, but it is something that you need to consider. Jackie, what do I like the most about doing readings? I like the fact that I can see the root cause of whatever is causing the problem in the person and causing the problems to manifest. And when I do a reading, I look at that first. I also like the fact that I can start healing simultaneously to any problem or issue that I see, so that when I do a reading for somebody, and especially in a private reading, I can look at each aspect of life, whether it's money or body or health or aura and the like, and I can send powerful healing to them, and I can pick up issues and tell them deal with this issue, because that issue gave you an idea that this is the way the world is, and I will send healing and empowerment, and I'll give them a specific ritual for them to accomplish. And then when they release that pain from that issue, they don't have manifestations of similar problems in their life again. All right, I'll do more readings, and then I will end off today's live stream. It's very late at night. Actually, it's in the early parts of the morning, and I've been skipping sleep for quite a while now. Asta, Asta, one thing that you need to do is you can start visiting places of worship to cleanse your aura. As far as possible, try to find friends that are not within the vicinity of your family home. You need to find somebody that can give you sort of guidance, even if it's a sister or an aunt that you can really, really, really trust. If you can't find an aunt, use one of your cousins. I can see that the family does not love or respect you as much as they should, and you as well have a very low confidence, and you don't have an openness or a willingness to receive that level of love or attention from them. So when you start to reach out to friends and family, and you can see that there are some friends that actually love your opinion, even if you find those friends on the internet, then you'll start to understand that people can love you and respect you and wait for your opinion and the like. When you start respecting yourself, you'll be able to vocalize what you want, and people will be able to hear what you are saying and understand it and stop taking you for granted. Hazel, I'm sorry if you don't understand the reading. As soon as I finish the reading, I surrender it back to the universe. So actually, I remember very little about what reading I've actually given to a person after I end off their reading. So you can just keep watching it again. You can save the video. Elisa, you are asking me if your mother liked your post for her earthly birthday. I'm sorry, Elisa. Are you asking me is because you are concerned your mother has passed on? I mean, I don't do that sort of readings where I reach over or cross over onto the other side. I believe in liberating ancestors. Dorothy, you are asking about things regarding a reading for you. What I suggest is that you first cleanse out things in your home that have got psychic energy on it that came from impure sources. So if there is anything that holds psychic energy or that was used in rituals in the past, whether it's masks or certain objects and items or certain ethnic items that have a history where similar things were used in rituals and the like, you need to consider what you need to get rid of and get rid of it, because it can't give you something positive. Alicia, I will do a reading for you. I'm assuming that the tears mean you want a reading. Alicia, I would suggest that you write down exactly the emotions that you are feeling and how you are feeling and how turbulent your mental setup is, and then you burn that page afterwards. You burn the page outside and wash the ashes away in water. And I mean, obviously, you need to take care of fire hazards and the like and do that at your own risk, but I can see that a lot of it is confusion that is in the mind. And I'm not saying that because it's mainly centered in your own mind that it's not something serious, but you need to consider it. Elisa, yes, I do. And I think that is all that I will do for today. Christine, I'll do yours absolutely last. Now, Christine Wojtovich, I hope I pronounce your name correctly. Christine, if you have any deceased family members, especially one male, very old male, and a few female family members that were deceased and perished in a war or in the like, I would suggest that for the peace of their soul, you start making candle offerings and ask them to move into the light. So connect to them and ask them to move into the light, and that will help you quite a lot. Because when they start getting liberated and realizing that it's time for them to move on, then they will start moving into the light. Ravi, you've requested me many times, and I haven't reached out to you yet. So because you've requested me so many times, I will delay the ending of this live stream and do a reading for you quickly. Ravi, you need to have more faith in yourself and in your own blessings. If you find that things are going wrong with your daughter, put your hands on her head or on her body and start channeling energy and love and light into her as well. Do channeling exercises and it will help her a lot. Because sometimes if you keep reaching your hand out to other people, you'll find that your hands are always empty. For you, this is not, I'm not saying it's a general message, but for Ravi, for you, you need to start giving your own blessings. And you need to do it ritualistically by putting your hands on your daughter's head and body and the like, and doing the necessary for her. Dorothy, it's not something that I can guide you to remove. You need to look around and do it yourself. Thank you so much, everybody who has reached out to me tonight. Unfortunately, I do not do private readings for free. If you would like a reading, and you would like it for free, I can do a very simple, superficial, like basic reading for you on the live stream. If you would like a private reading, of course, you would have to understand that there is an energy exchange, and that can be done by you reaching out to my business page, and then we can do the private reading there. Thank you again, everybody, and you're welcome to follow me. That way you can get a notification whenever I come on. Alright, thank you. Bye bye. And I always appreciate feedback. If you understood exactly what I was saying so far, I haven't really had anybody who said that I was off the mark, but it does give me that material guidance that yes, there is something here. There are people who actually understand exactly what I'm speaking about. Because besides your name, I don't have anything else to go by when I do a reading. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye. Yes, Heidi, my business page is Akashic Guidance and Healing. If you follow me, you'll see that there's a link there. And again, I do not do readings by private messenger, so I would appreciate it if you rather follow me and get your readings done on the live stream. Bye bye. Thank you, Emma.